Are people retarded in 2026? This is really the only thought I have come to when I'm trying to think of why people don't leave their fortunes to their children. Let me break this down for you. So you're going to tell me that you remember what it's like to be a kid. You remember how hard it was to struggle, especially if you wanted to reach something amazing. You remember having the thoughts of this person who's famous, or this person who's made it, or this person who's done something really amazing, how that person was kind of like a lottery winner, the right place at the right time, how all the adults growing up told you, well, that doesn't happen to everybody, and a lot of things have to line up for that to happen. And you're going to remember how hard it was to work, and how you had to say goodbye to your dreams, and how you wish you had a little bit of help. And then you struggle so hard, it wasn't even worth it maybe from some perspectives. And you would never wish that your kids had to go through what you had to go through. But then you're not going to help your kids, the people. You're not going to help them with giving them a lot of money. You're going to say it spoils them. These are your progeny. These are the people that are formed from your DNA. You can talk to them. You can mold them. These are the people you should trust more than anybody else in the universe. These are the people you should care about more than anything else in the universe. But instead, you're going to make it so it's as difficult as possible for them to succeed by taking all of your money and giving it to a charity where they're just going to fuck over the people that actually should be getting the money in most cases and mismanage the funds. I really don't understand how people nowadays, and I think it's really the boomer generation that started this, they think that anybody who would amount to something will do it even if they don't have money. They don't know that talent is cultivated. I just really have a problem with this. And I think that hopefully over time, this sentiment will change. It's just so hard to believe that there's families out there, and I think it's a lot of white families. And I think it's especially white families when they're thinking about their sons. And I just feel sorry for all of those families. I think it's just such a tragedy that they make their kids go through the exact same shit that they went through, and haven't intuited, can't understand that it actually helps to have money. And not everyone needs to learn through hard knocks. That's another thing that I have thought about for many years now, is that people say you always learn the best when you have to go through struggle. I actually don't think that that's true. I think there are some people genuinely, and I think there's a lot of people like this, that are born that actually are good-natured, and they want to work hard, and they are capable of talking about things. And I think you do have to have a firm approach parenting to make sure people aren't enabled and actually work. But that's what talking is for. Where the hell did talking go in 2026? Is that what the iPhone created? So many people glued to their phones with attention spans, that of a goldfish, not to disrespect goldfish. But so many people don't even want to talk about any heady or heavy topics anymore. If it goes on for longer than a few minutes and you're not getting to the point, well, then I don't need to know about it. That's exactly how we let the elites win. That's exactly how the same people in power stay in power. Don't you understand that if you take that money and give it to the extension of yourself, your son, your child, and teach them and mold them and foster good love, that person can grow up and actually save the world. You can give them your ideas of everything you thought was wrong when you were a kid, and you can work together as a team. But is that too much thinking for people like Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world? Warren, if you're watching this, you're crazy as fuck. Try to save the world, man. Don't just give it all up to this lottery of the universe and say, oh, God's doing all of it. Well, God helps those who help themselves. Haven't you seen people die? Why is that? Oh, well, God had a reason. I'm here to tell you, people should start loving their families more. They should start talking more. And why would you want to give your family fortune, what you stayed late at the office for? You didn't even see your kids, and you don't want to give that money to them. You want to give it to some joker you don't even know at the Red Cross or the Alzheimer's Foundation or the Breast Cancer Foundation, Susan Komen. Let me tell you, there's corruption in all of this. And if the Somali, Minnesota, Maine, California fraud didn't convince you that was happening, I don't know what will. You got doctors, lawyers, government officials, Congress people, all complicit in the corruption. And all those people have ties to charity. But to use a previous example, Warren Buffett, you want to give your kids just a little bit of money. I know your quote is good, right? Enough money to where they can do anything, but not enough money to where they can do nothing. How about this? Why don't you sit your kids down, actually spend some time with them and talk to them? And talk about how we can save the world and end homelessness and fight hunger and all of this type of stuff instead of giving it to a corrupt organization. And let me tell you, most organizations are corrupt. It just baffles my mind. This probably won't be the last time I talk about it. I'll probably talk about it again. Which brings me to my next topic, which is the stupid human brain. This is just what's been going on in my head over the last 24 hours. So I wanted to make a video about it. But changing topics, do you guys ever find that as you go through life, right, you learn a lesson. You learn a lesson and you say to yourself, okay, well, when I take this step, that'll have me learn something about what I'm doing, and then I'll learn how to take the next step and the next step. But why are our brains built so that literally I can have those thoughts and 2 months later, when I'm struggling, working on something, that thought doesn't even come to me. I'm just like, this will never work. I'm working on it and it's getting better, but it's just not getting better fast enough. And I'll forget it, and I'll forget that thought. And I'll almost give up because I don't remember my own advice. Our brains are amazing, and yet at the same time, it's very difficult sometimes to even just remember the advice you told yourself last year. So, I hope all of you guys are having a great day. This is a really short video, but I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you tomorrow for my thoughts then. Have a great night. LG signing out. Peace. Love you guys.